the stabbing took place. He spoke to my colleague Claire Richardson and began by explaining how he found out something wasn't right.
Yeah, so I was in Coach H. I was literally just listening to Audible on my phone. And then I had guys suddenly run past going, run, run. There's a guy stabbing literally everyone, everything. At first, there was a few of us kind of looking at each other like thinking, was it a joke, like it's Halloween, are they pranking? But then you could kind of see in their faces they were being serious. So I kind of got my stuff and I was running, and everyone was really pushing behind us, really panicking. And at this point I was kind of asking questions like, what's going on? What's happening? Like, who is it? And they were like, a guy's just stabbing everyone back there. And then I put my hand on this chair, like just trying to push myself forward. And then I look at my hand and it's covered in blood. And then I look at the chair and there's blood all over the chair. And I look ahead and there's blood all on the chairs. And I'm thinking, okay, this is pretty serious. So some of the guys that had ran through to kind of alert us to run, they were the ones who had also been stabbed. So we're running over and getting to the edge of the carriage, still trying to work out who is it, what's their intentions, what's their motives. And to be honest, at this point, I don't really know their motives or their intentions. I just knew they were stabbing everyone, and someone kind of said they thought they had a gun. So we ran to the end of the carriage, we pulled the emergency alarm and just trying to work out, can we barricade the doors, can we lock the doors? But we couldn't really. And then by the time I got to the end of the carriage, I realised I was actually at the back of it, and there was about 6 of us. There was a girl, bless her, who was really, really in a bit of state because the guy had actually tried to stab her, and one of the older guys, who's an absolute hero, blocked it with his head, and he's got this gash. He had this gash on his head. He's got I think a gash on his neck, and he's we're giving him a jackets to keep the pressure on the blood. And while we're doing that, there's a person that I know, and he's looked at me and gone have you got anything we can use in case he comes through? And he didn't. We had a Jack Daniels bottle between us, and that was it. So we're sitting there with one Jack Daniels bottle, just looking down the end of this carriage, just praying somebody doesn't walk down with a knife, with a gun. We didn't really know what was going on. And then it felt like literally forever, but eventually the train stopped. And I thought it was actually in the middle of nowhere, and then I thought it was Stevenage, but it ended up being Huntingdon. Everyone's running off, and then I get off the train, and I'm thinking, okay, they're coming off from the far end of the train, which is my right-hand side. So I thought that he might be there still. So I'm looking to my right, and I just see 20 people, and around 20 people in pure panic. There's 3 people severely bleeding, and one guy's holding his stomach, and there's blood coming down his stomach, down his leg, and he's just going, help, I've been stabbed. So I've seen 2 people trying to help him. There's a few of us in a group that are running away, and we all get out. By the time we completely get out of the train station, we run from the train station past the traffic lights, and we're just sticking together but watching it unfold. And to be fair, pretty quickly the police have come. There's about 8 police cars going straight in, and I didn't actually see what happened with the guy. I think he was arrested. Apparently there was 2. I only knew of 1 at the time. But yeah, it was a place where we really
out these attacks. I'm sorry to jump in. This sounds like it was absolutely terrifying to be on a moving train while all this is happening. Did you catch a glimpse of the attacker?
I didn't. I didn't look back. 2 people that I was with did, and they believe that he was a black man in his mid-20s, and that was all that they saw. They didn't know. I asked if they were speaking English. Didn't know if he was speaking anything, what language he was speaking, if it was English or what his motivations were. It was just that they got on at Peterborough and that unfolded.
Okay, so that's what you were able to hear from people in the chaos of that moment. I understand you wanted to get off that train and as far away from it as quickly as you could. How long would you say it took before you saw emergency vehicles start to turn up on the platform?
To be fair, as soon as we ran out the platform, ran out the station, and as soon as we were running out the station, we saw blue lights. So they were there very quick.
And just in terms of the timeline, it must be hard to judge when you're in this moment of panic, but is it clear how long it was before you first heard people coming to you, warning that there was danger on that train until it actually pulled into the station and you were able to disembark?
I want to say about 10 or 15 minutes. It felt like forever, to be honest. I think it was about 10 minutes.
Those must have felt like the longest 10 minutes of your life. I'm so sorry this has happened to you. Is it also possible to say how many people you saw either on the train or on the platform after you got off who looked like they had been seriously injured?
I think there was about 2 guys in front of me. There was the older guy behind us, that's 3. getting off the train, there was another 3. And then there was a few more people that I saw that I didn't see kind of getting treated outside. So I think, yeah, it was around 10.
And just talk me through the moment as it was pulling into the station, because you mentioned people were really panicking. Was this a crowded train? Did you have the sense that people were pushing to get off?
It actually wasn't crowded at first. There was a few spare seats, but when we were at the end of the train, it was like the people behind us, there was a few people just pushing in pure panic, just trying to get it moving, but there was nowhere to go. So there was probably like at our end of the carriage, probably about 20 people all queued up, like pushing as far as they could, but obviously there was nowhere else to go. I want to say there was probably about 40, 50 people on the train.
And what happened to you after you were able to disembark? Were you greeted by emergency services? Just tell us where you are now and what the rest of your evening has looked like.
Yeah, so we were kind of, everyone who's on the train, the police kind of asked us to stay there, kind of take eyewitnesses. They gave us a team. It seemed like there was a team to kind of take accounts from everyone, and there was a team obviously dealing with it. They were there in numbers. They all rushed over there, so there was I think, to be fair, they were really, really good. They kept us there, took our accounts, and then they asked people after about an hour of being there, kind of, what did you see? And if you weren't like a key eyewitness, they were like, yeah, we're happy for you to go. If you were a key witness or you saw anything that unfolded, I think they want to take more details. A lot of our stuff, I think I ditched my bag when I was running. It was getting caught on the handle, so I just left it. A lot of those were kind of left on the train, and I think they'll get back to us at some point. But obviously, they got to check forensics and stuff. So yeah, and now I ended up getting a lift.